That incredible shot calling in the mid and late game, beautiful team fighting, and of course, first and foremost, Trigo with an incredible performance. So let's see if Furia can repeat this or if Fluxo is this time gonna take over the whole rift after the early game. We are on to the first round of the second game here, as are you already looking for a little bit of a fight here?
Brunsy's like, I gotta deal with this. What is this? Come on. Yeah, IU with all the crazy picks, man. The Annie support coming through. Has played another game of Belveth as well, and man, oh man, yeah. No, man, I don't know what to pick. I don't know what's about to happen, dear Lithy. So, but we're gonna find out together, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. They find the ward. Wow, and delete that from the game here. So no tracking on Good. You'll recall in game one, Jisamis on the Sejuani did have tracking on him. The vision caught him out at his starting camp there. So that will not be the case for Good. So already a better Sejuani game for Furia.
The thing is, X-Men, IU has a 100% win rate on the support Belveth.
Very true.
Yep. So we can definitely get excited for a little bit here, but you can also see Jugget start this time around, right? Top side start once again from Desamis, kind of eyeing up a little bit early impact on the bot side. While Good this time around, he is targeting a little bit more towards the top side, maybe get some early ganks towards mid lane or top lane, get FMB or Envy rolling.
Could be the case for sure. Big win condition here is level 6 for both junglers. Very level 6 reliant for them. Looking at that 8-minute mark, looking at the first dragon spawning at 5 minutes, and trying to get those skirmishes down early. They'll try and clear here to have that effect. And get to that level 6 mark on time here. Last game, it happened just before 9 minutes. Both junglers were at level 6. We're hoping for a bit faster of a tempo than that. Hopefully 7:30, something like that for the level 6 mark. Good, he's hanging out here on the mid lane. This is a lot of time he's spending here.
Yeah. If Envy is able to land a charm, they could make something work of this gank attempt, but not quite the perfect position of the wave here at the moment. So Good backs out, loses a little bit of time sitting around mid lane, but is going to go back to his camps. And Desamis, well, that's a full clear Vi already onto her blue buff on solid pace to arrive on bot side at the same time as Brand's taking his first reset and picking up an early cull.
Yeah, gonna take the recall there, get the cull up.
Oh, that's big that they just caught Desamis on the blue buff. That is massive information that IU was just able to gain for his team.
Yeah, nice little information dump there for them as well. They don't have tracking on Goot either. So it is a one-way information trade. Jojo potentially caught out.
Yeah, he's all by himself. No knock-up though for IU here at the moment, so nothing really bad comes of it. But the push is quite considerable that Furia has amassed right now, and this is not playing in their favor at the moment.
Oh, yeah. 3v1 here. They don't see Jisamis.
Yep, that's a Vi going in. Immediately, IU caught out. Flashes over the Chompers. Beautiful reaction. The Ignite ticking away. But Furia gets out scot-free. Great reactions here from the bot lane.
The hands are always the most surprising part about IU to me because the Annie, it's all point and click, right? Everything he does, Annie, it's point and click. You know, the champions in his pool seem so simple, but every once again we get a little bit of mechanical brilliance from the guy. A little deep vision here from Jisamis. Sets that up. Still nothing happening up top lane as FMB is neutralized a little bit. Down bot side, IU sticks around. Caught out by Jisamis potentially here.
But Good is there to back his team up, and with a Gravitum preventing any follow-up from Brans and Jojo, Furia still continues to just push this one out and just increase the pressure they have on this bot side.
You recall this time last game, Fluxo were way out in front down the bot side with 2 platings down.
Yeah.
Around the 5-minute mark. So a very different game already here.
Yeah, I was looking for a little bit more bite from the bot lane on general Fluxo in the early game, right? Because last game they had this insane pressure towards bot, had Trigo and Ayu low consistently, and they didn't force any dives, they didn't force any ganks, trying to make more plays and actually reward themselves for the advantage they've gained through Caitlyn Lux. This time around, Disarm is down there early, finding effective ganks, burning summoners, and I like this kind of twist to the early game that Fluxo is putting on right now.
It's really nice, right? And he's not wasting too much time down there either, which means he's maintaining a little bit of that tempo. Good over the wall, going to sneak away this dragon.
Oh,
This
beautiful.
didn't happen last game. Yeah, this is a nice early dragon for him as well. He is going to slow down a lot on the XP side. Jojo going to find him out here. I don't know if there's anything that he could do on the recon.
Oh, clean smite. Good is out, and that's an early Infernal Dragon picked up by Furia. Beautiful calling here from Good.
Yeah, really nicely done there in the Sejuani. Oh, big charm mid lane. Wow.
Oh, I can see
Bel'Veth
why this
support.
Bel'Veth is working, man. That's disgusting what Ayu is doing. And this fight is far from over. Good still looking for a skirmish. Envy coming in with the Spirit Rush. Does some good damage to Disamis. And he just needs to catch up. There
Wow.
is first blood for Furia. As Envy dives deep. Still has another stack of the Spirit Rush. Can't follow it up. So it's not going to get anything else out of it. But man, Ayu making plays happen.
Just like that, with the Bel'Veth support, he gets the charm down for Envy, and they're able to get the first blood. Really important play there, and he makes it all at level 3 on the Bel'Veth. So, incredible value off of the pick already. Could he have done it on a different champion? I think probably, yeah, but the Bel'Veth, undeniable, at least at this point. At 7 minutes into the game, going to be the fight.
Oh, and Trigo hits level 6. They're churning it on their head. Bronze is done for. Double kill for Trigo.
Oh my goodness. If he wins this off the back of Bel'Veth support, I'm going to lose my mind, Lithy. This is incredible. He's got the red and white guns, and you can't fight the red and white guns. Going to take down some of the plating off of this turret as well. Really effective play from Trigo and Ayu.
Man, I was expecting great things from the bot lane, but these guys are kicking it into a high gear in game 2 already. That's a crazy performance so far from Trigo and Ayu. And we shouldn't be surprised that Ayu is so effective. If you consider the recent matches he's played, bringing that Alistar to the table and finding so much success for Furia at the end of the regular season with it, this guy is just on a roll right now.
He's on a massive roll, actually, and all Furia needs to do now is execute on the advantages that they've gained and play around Trigo on the Aphelios. You're going to see him solo up the objective here. We'll see if FMB is able to do anything to stop. Oh, no, he's just going to help his jungler take it, of course. And this will be both neutral objectives going down for Furia. Yeah, Fluxo, really bad start to this game. Holy cow, no objectives for them here. No kills for them either. Looks like everything's coming up for you. If they're not careful, they're going to lose this game too super easily.
But Disamis is going in, trying to make a pick, but House can't find the cage now with the Cease and Desist. Good damage onto the Bel'Veth. The Super Mega Death Rocket doesn't quite do the damage, but House can pick it up. Envy still in the area though, and here comes the Gracie Prison onto 2 people. Good finds the CC. In the meantime, Envy cleaning House. It's a 1-for-1 as Disamis dies, and Furia continue to snowball their lead.
Yeah, at this point, Lithy the Bel'Veth could just be deleted from the game and it wouldn't matter. Ayu's already done his job, right? You have two kills on both Envy and Trigo there on the carries for the squad. And that's all the Bel'Veth had to do this game. You could pick him as many times as you want. It's not going to matter there. So the 1-for-1, just not effective for Fluxo, unfortunately. The plays continue to fall here in the mid lane. Here's a replay for you on that. And look just how I don't know, effective. I keep going back to effective this pick is for Bel'Veth. 3 dashes away. If this was any other champion but Vi, you just don't catch the Bel'Veth here. But even though it is Vi, you just trade 1-for-1. So, yeah, really difficult to pick this support, which is really important when you push back into the late game as well. And also, you burn Vi ultimate on the Bel'Veth support. I think you've done your job as Bel'Veth.
Yeah, absolutely. All in all, I mean, the pick attempt from Fluxo was great, right? But Envy doing a beautiful job of just separating House from the whole fight, preventing the immediate Vega follow-up. So out of that unfolding the whole escape sequence, right? And still Envy picking up another kill in that exchange as well, right? Because he was able to kill off this and missed 2 kills now. The completed Everfrost in minute 10 already. And look at FMB, Trigo, and Envy, all 3 carries on Furia, about 1,000 gold ahead of the
Incredible.
second best Fluxo player in bronze.
That's yeah, completely untenable. A massive lead for them here at 10 minutes into the game. The next dragon spawning up as well. Here they're on pace for dragon stacking.
Oh
Here
my
to
god, the
Envy.
follow-up, the knockout, and Jojo just not looking good. Envy diving deep. They don't quite get him. The Rakan, very, very slippery, but control of this blue buff area more than established right now for Furia.
Certainly, and once that dragon spawns, they'll be able to control the area here. They're going to drop the Rift Herald on the turret, potentially look to get that first turret down. They will actually here, Liffy, get this first turret down pre-14. This is very similar to the position we saw Fluxo in it last game, except it looks like Furia are taking way bigger advantage here of the situation for themselves.
Yep. Oh, beautiful flash from Envy out of that one, though, still. Season Desist follows up. He doesn't have a Spirit Rush. The Super Mega Death Rocket misses barely. No assist for the Jinx, but still a shutdown for House. And this is a sliver of hope that Fluxo was just able to grab for themselves.
It really is here. You see the resets coming through from Trigo and IU. That means they're going to cede control of the bottom side of this map and potentially give up the dragon here. Goot's going to try to steal it away. Or no, he's not. He's going to back up completely off of the objective as well. So no dragon stacking as a win condition for Furia here. FMB.
Oh, the turnaround with the Dominos. Then Goat is there, and Tay just knocks him out with a mean right swing.
There's just no way. That's a 40 CS deficit between these two champions, and he gets the solo kill. That's incredible, Liffy. There's just no way Ty does that. I mean, you talk about the head-to-head between these two players. He's on the hypercarry into Renekton. That's so incredible. This Orin pick is going to turn up massive for Fluxo in this game, if indeed it's able to save them from Trigo and Envy. But that's a tall order, right? 2 very strong carries right now in a really good position to control the map. Unfortunately, Fluxo, they're not going to be able to take the dragon off the back of the window that they had, and Furia will take down the dragon instead. It slows down the dragon stacking Lithy, but they will continue here in a little bit. We're looking at Dragon Soul in about, 20, 25 minutes, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, the earliest point this Dragon Soul can be picked up is like 23 minutes and a half or something along the lines. It is a really fast pace that Furia is putting to the match here at the moment. And quite honestly, it's not looking great for Fluxo, right? We were talking about how well they were able to go through the early game in game 1, but they fell off in the mid game. Like this 20th minute, 25, this is where Furia kind of kicked things into high gear, was able to find their great calls and profit off of their macro gameplay. This time around, Furia ahead at 14 minutes and not even close.
No, not even close whatsoever. Furia will win this game. It'll be through Trigo, and it's starting to look like that could be the case for the series as well. Game 1 was so Trigo reliant on the Xayah here, and Aphelio's already looking up to be the same way there. You could take a look at the turret plating between the two teams. 350 gold for Fluxo, almost 2,000 for Furia. So that is a lot of the gold lead in and of itself right there is just the turret plating. You can see how important this is to fight over the Rift Herald, right? I mean, you can't just see the Rift Herald at 8 minutes for free. It's not tenable. It's not a good solution for Fluxo there. You got to get the jungler to level 6 at 8 minutes. You got to get him up topside to fight over the objective.
Indeed. Objectives are a big thing here now for Fluxo over the next few minutes. You gotta hold on to any straws that you can find, right? Any gold you can gain is massive. Now that you are almost 4,000 gold behind at 15 minutes, the next Herald, uncontested going over to Furia as well. All in all, this is not looking great for Fluxo. FMB picking up that tier 1 top lane turret for himself as well. And Ayu has the passive unlocked as well, so the Belveth push is just gonna get better from here on out.
Really will here. He is establishing some tank items. Super interested in what the Belveth is going to build. Looks like Dead Man's Plate could be the first item on the board. Kind of like a bard, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to compare this to, like, you're roaming around
So,
looking for little advantages.
last time around, he was going for Deadman's Plate into Jack Show. So
Just full tank. Just
full
tanking up.
tank, yeah. Just be the front line, just dive in. I think if you bring in that knock up on a carry, that is all IU wants to do. Kind of, I would almost count this Belveth as a little bit more mobile Alistar, so to say.
Yeah, or like a Nautilus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a really good comparison, especially how he's been using the champion as well. Just roaming around, looking for the odd pickup, and then once the early game is over, you just try to tank up and just kind of run interference a little bit, right? That makes sense to me. And with the Nautilus ban as well, coming out of Fluxo, you could see why they tried to pick this champion and try to play it a little bit like that.
Yeah.
So really interesting stuff from IU. We've seen so much innovation from this player already in his short time in the league, and I'm really looking forward to next split, but also just further into playoffs here, as it looks like Furia are totally dominating the series.
Oh, but here's an engage. That's a deep
Wait
goal
a
from
second.
the Vi, and the blow up is immediately there as Tay comes through with the goat. Trigo blown to smithereens in a trade for Desames. What a pickup here from Fluxo.
Yeah, the team fight was huge. The single target damage was so incredible. House dropping the ultimate, dealing so much damage. Brunsey as well there. Honestly, Furia is lucky they didn't lose their entire team, as Brunsey getting a little excited there at the top side. Good on them that they're able to escape. But yeah, you can't lose Trigo at the top side of a fight. It's just not going to work for you. That's where all your damage is coming from. That's who has all the gold on your team. Here's the replay for you. Look at the focus here on the Trigo, who is ostensibly at the back of the team fight here. He's got purple and blue guns, big Vi ultimate forward. He just gets blown up instantly. So really nice focus there from Fluxo. And they trade back on Jasames, but yeah, it's just not enough.
You could see why this Vi-Rakan combo is so popular this series already, right? Furia going for it game 1, now Fluxo making it work in game 2.
100% here. And if you're Trigo, I think the answer is to play further back a little bit. But the reality is there's no dodging that combo, right? Once the Jasames hits the ultimate onto you with the Vi, that's it. You're just going to get knocked up at some point, and JoJo will be able to follow up. So not necessarily a question of distance, but you certainly want to keep a little bit between you and the front line there, if only to stay away from House's ultimate, because that will blow you up instantly. That's third dragon down for Furia here. The dragon stacking becoming a couple win condition for them. So they push forward into the game. Now it's red and white guns for Trigo. I think if we're going to give Trigo any leeway, he should have stayed back a little bit and had better guns.
Yeah, just play better.
Just play better. Yeah, purple and blue guns, not going to work for you. But red and white, play better. Everything will be fine.
Indeed. I mean, he is on 2 items now. He's still full item ahead of Brands. Mostly thanks to these 2 kills he was able to pick up on the bot lane, that double kill in the 2v2. And on top of that, we gotta look towards some of the other lanes on Furia, right? Because we were talking about all the carries on Furia being ahead, Envy being ahead, FNB picked up his 2nd item as well on the Renekton, and that is a Blade of the Rune King into Prowler's Claw Renekton. So Brands is not gonna have a good time in this matchup.
No, not at all, right? He's getting onto your carries, and he is deleting them, sticking to them with the Prowler's Claw, right? With the Bork in hand there, too. Lots of damage coming out of FMB. He's got the CS numbers to back it up, too. The most CS on Summoner's Rift right now is on this Renekton, and that's a little spooky, right? I mean, obviously, Tide, not a lot of ability to force the Renekton off of the CS, but when you're out farming Aphelios and Jinx, that's when the Renekton gets a little bit spooky. So, nice vision line set up here from Furia for the objective spawning in a few seconds. I don't know if they can take the objective super early, but the Aphelios is accelerated. Perhaps they go for it.
You can definitely turn this into a pressure play. I mean, if we're looking at Good and FMB, do you think the pink hair buff is in full effect already for these guys?
Oh yes. Yeah, no, the pink hair buff is definitely there. It looks cool. I like it a lot. They're going to start up the Baron here. Jojo walking up. They certainly have ways over the wall, but
Yeah.
it's already half gone, Lethy.
Yep, and Tay still looking for an angle. This Baron down to 4k. Now they have vision on it,
It's
and this
going
is just
down.
melting. Good. Could just smite, secure this in a heartbeat, but they turn around, they turn the fight. Tay coming in with the Call of the Forge God, doesn't quite find the knockup. Are you looking for an angle into the fight? And Furia just turn tail. They don't pick the Baron. This was free, Axeman.
It seems a little free. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I think turning on that play was a little troll there. I feel they were at 3,000 damage, I think. And Good, I want to look at the smite. Yeah, they have the same smite. So I don't know. I feel like it's a little. I don't know. I feel like they could have played that and taken down the Baron for the easy power play, but they will not. Instead, they will continue to hold their lead here.
Well,
potential pick, Jojo over.
I can respect that you're not flipping a 5k gold lead at 20 minutes. I can't.
Yeah, and they're up,
that.
right? I mean, they're already up. So, why rush it? Also, I think your win condition really is the Dragon Soul here. So maybe this is just the better play overall. But yeah, if it's me and you, Lithy, I think we probably take that Baron down and try to force these waves through.
I'd flip it all day, any day, man.
Absolutely. Bunch of coin flippers out here at CBLOL English. Ty, level 14, able to start bolstering his team's items a little bit. We already see Brunsey with the big item upgrade coming through there, the Kraken Slayer. That's a scary Jinx. You do not want this Jinx to get excited, or they will totally flip this lead on its head.
It's kind of almost going back to last game, right? Where Fluxo was ahead last game, but also there, they were looking for these heavy impact 5-on-5 team fights, right? And this time around, they actually have effective engage to make it happen.
They really do, and the engage tools have been so important for them as they delete Trigo in the last fight and look to get further opportunities here in this side as well. They're going to start the Baron up again. Hopefully this time, Lithy. Surely they're not going to have they're going to have vision over Jasames. And they see him walking away. They keep backing off of it, though. I think they're just really scared of the engage tools from Fluxo.
The thing is, you can easily pressure this Baron. You are these almost 5,000 gold up, and nothing really standing in your way except for maybe Tay finding Envy, Spirit Rush out. The thing is, you either make this Baron play work or nothing happens, and you can still go over to the dragon spawning in 10 seconds now and secure that for yourself. But it looks like Furia botching the timing on this one a little bit. They are pushed out, and Fluxo taking control of the Drake Pit.
You got to maintain control of this Dragon Pit. Oh, FMB just gonna full teleport into the enemy jungle.
Never mind the point about the control there.
Yeah, what control? FMB's taking the blue buff now. He desperately needs this for the mana. You're gonna push it. Oh, look at the flank angle for the Renekton. Wait, what?
They found him out. FMB still on a good angle. Envy over the wall. Flash in. The glitch comes through. Calls the Forge God going deep, but the fight still is on. Brands into the pit, and now the Jinx can go ham as they are trying to clean this up. And here comes Trigo. Cleans house with a quarter kill and the Drake Soul for Furia.
The red and white guns, Lithy, it's all coming through. That was such a crazy fight. Both flank angles for FMB and for Envy coming through there. And Trigo finally able to get the fight that he was looking for, able to free hit that whole fight long. 5,000 damage off of the team fight as well. I don't know if you saw this, this crazy charm that Envy's able to get. He walks up into the corner here and is just over the wall and just nails Brunsey with the charm. And look at this. Boom, right in the face there. He tries to flash away. There's nothing he can do. Instantly followed up from Good. And then Envy finds him over the wall again. Finally, Brunsey is just no health, and Trigo just deletes him. 3 in a row, back to back, just like this for the quadra kill. It would have been the Penta, but Ty took no damage that fight. That's just the level of target acquisition we're looking at from both sides, is that these tanks aren't taking any damage, right? It's all about getting the damage onto Brunsey, all about getting the damage onto Envy, onto Trigo there as well. And Furia are playing so well around their zones of power.
Yeah, Furia just with a phenomenal fight, and that netted them the Drake Soul on top of that, right? Hextech Dragon Soul is a boon, to say the least, for this Ophelia. So Trigo only gonna get more and more scary. 6-1 now. Massive gold lead over Brands on the other side. And all in all, Furia just looking really damn good at the moment. 5,000 gold ahead, and we're right back to the Baron power plays and, rather, standoffs we've been seeing over the past few minutes.
Yeah, it's so incredible, right? The Belvest support really coming through for him here. Oh, man. I'm going to start it up again here.
We're trying to get some fights in here, right? It's been 30 seconds since the last one. We can definitely go for another one.
Yeah, get another fight going. The Baron going down now. Hopefully they finish it this round. They do not have as much vision set up this time around, so Samus and JoJo a little bit easier time into the pin. And now we coin flip this one. This is where we coin flip the game, right? 6,000 gold.
Absolutely.
Watch out for the primary engage here from Ty and Samus.
The thing is, look at FMB here, right? Furia is so happy with just doing the full-on old-school Western Mexican standoff in the pit, because FMB is just taking turrets and names left, right, and center. And now he's gonna get ambushed by 2 people, probably gonna take down the inhibitor. And in the meantime, Furia is just gonna pick up this Baron. Here comes House, FMB pulling it all the way back to the fountain. This man is a menace on this crocodile. The Baron probably already down to, what do I know, 3k HP is going to be picked up in a second, unless this Armis can go in deep. No, the smite is secured. Now they go into the pit all alone with Trigo, and he is hungry, looking for more damage. The Bronze over the wall gets excited, Tay all by himself, but this Thorn is super tanky. They find the shutdown, and they flip the fight. Clean house, and Furia walk away with a Baron buff on 3 people.
That's incredible. Really well done. Surprising to see. Yeah, because Envy and IU both have it. Surprising to see Envy survive through this fight. He went over the wall, ulted into the Vigar cage, and ate a bunch of damage from the Vigar, actually. We can take the replay here coming through in just a little bit. Envy not able to get over the wall with that first stack of the ultimate here. W comes out. The Baron goes down. You see the ultimate here from Envy as he tries to get over the wall. It's straight into the cage. Big damage goes down to him. Trigo taken down just narrowly here. Unfortunately, Brunsey able to take him down. And we haven't been seeing too much damage coming out of the Jinx, unfortunately. But Brunsey got a little excited there, and we got a little window into what could potentially happen here the next few minutes. This is a very strong Jinx, right? You got 2.5 items. You got the improved Kraken Slayer there as well. No kills, yeah, right? So if you do get that Jinx excited, could flip the game on its head for sure. But the big thing, the damage from Fluxo has been from House, right? Being able to delete Trigo has kept them alive here in these fights.
Yeah. All around the mid lane. As last game, Envy finding solid impact in the mid game. This time around, House struggling to drag his team over the finish line. But still, Furia has a Baron buff on 2 people. They have an open inhib in the bot lane, and FMB can just run it down that lane and threaten this inhibitor 24/7. Beautiful 1-3-1 push setup here from Furia, just to hammer this advantage home.
Certainly is here as well, and FMB created a bunch of value with that big base push from there as well. Ty having to drop the ultimate in that play, House having to drop the ultimate in that play to kill FMB. They were both able to teleport back in the fight, of course, but didn't have either of those cooldowns. So FMB has been massive for Furia in the side lane here. He's going to take this inhib down, potentially.
Not quite. But
not
still,
quite.
that tier 2 mid lane turret is down. The top lane inhibitor turret is almost gone. That is literally on like 20% at best. So Envy finding a lot of impact here on the side lanes. All in all, Furia just pulling the noose tighter and tighter with every passing minute. And now Elder Dragon
Yeah,
is
the
up,
Elder
and this
Dragon.
is something Fluxo cannot afford to give up uncontested.
Absolutely not here. Trigo going to pick up the red buff and then try to get into the fight here. It's a nice little vision setup from
Oh,
Furia. Fluxo are going to start it.
Risky call
Oh,
here
they're losing
from
their
Furia
base.
to trade this for the base. One inhib is down and Envy in the top side. Both double TPing in, but the Dragon already down to half food
Whoa!
into the pit. Beautiful Glacier Prison coming through, and they find the Jinx. He is down. The Dragon actually going over to Fluxo, but they need to run for the hill, secure this buff for themselves. Tay takes down one with him, but all in all, Furia win the fight, and they could push for the win here.
Could push to the win. Fluxo do have that Elder Dragon buff on their members. They have on House, Samus, and JoJo. So it could be a situation where they're able to defend, but it's going to be very tight for them. Keep in mind that Dragon Soul is still there for Furia. Will be for the rest of the game. They're so strong. This is the last inhib.
Last inhib, and with that, it is double super minions all the way to the bank, and even with an Elder Dragon picked up, it's a drop on the hot stone, I almost want to say. Fluxo in a dire position here.
No, there's just nothing for them. Here's the replay. Double teleport from the solo laners there, House and FMB. They're going to take the blast cone over the wall directly onto Brunsey, who has not had a good game whatsoever. This game gets both solo laners dropped directly onto his face. There's just nothing to be done there from the Jinx. From then on out, Ty going to get caught out on the backside as well, finally dying on the Ornn. And yeah, the rest of the team able to narrowly escape and defend their base to continue this game on. But man, oh man, has the target selection ever been good from Furia? Brunsey has not had an effect on a single fight this game, Lithy.
Yeah, it's crazy how well they are managing this Jinx. Starting it out with the Dragon fight, Envy flash charming him over the wall. And of course, just now the Elder Dragon, all in all, Furia, just their shot calling, be it on the macro map movement, be it the team fighting, is on point. But of course, luckily for Fluxo, Brands isn't the only threat on this lineup, and House has had a fantastic game on this Vega so far. And not to mention Tay, who has been a menace on this Ornn, as House finds another one. The Elder Drake claims another victim in Ayu.
Nice little kill on Ayu there. A little bit more gold in the pockets of the Vigar, which is nice as well. That has been the primary carry for this team so far in this game. Ty with a bunch of the kills coming out here too. The Ornn has been massive for him. Would love to see more Ornn from Ty if they make it further in the tournament. I think that's a really big pickup for them here. And hasn't really been activating the Jinx yet. Baron going down. They are just tearing through it here, Lithy.
Yeah, there's no jungler inside. The Baron is gone, just completely melted. That's the power of an Aphelios with 4 items and a Hextech Dragon Soul.
Yeah, really. Holy cow. Just tore through that objective. I can't believe that. Just like that, they're back in the power play here, despite being up several thousand gold. And surely this is them pushing to end. All of the inhibitors are down. They're pushing with double super minions with the Baron empowered buff as well. Pushing through 2 lanes. Fluxo would have to die here.
Well, they have to. You could almost say it's
3 lanes.
It's basically just a formality for Furia to clean house, but Fluxo has fulfilled some miracles in the past, so we're not quite sure where this is gonna go. There's a deep dive onto Envy. The Ahri is down, and Fluxo find a beautiful engage. Can they get onto Ayu on the follow-up, though? That's the big question. FMB, in the meantime, sitting on the Nexus turrets, keeping the pressure up. But that is one big pickup for Fluxo. Still, the pressure is just continuing to mount. Moonlight Vigil bombing away at the enemy health bars as Trigo is trying to go for something, but Good already forced out. Gets hit by the Zap, and Brands just playing one-man army here in the base, trying to hold down the fort, and for the moment, it is actually working. Fluxo win the fight and push Furia out.
Yeah, they're going to push him back for the time being. A nice little pick on Envy is going to keep them alive in this game. They can get the pick down to Trigo. That would be huge for this team. FNB going to continue to sit here and put the buff onto the minions as they push their way in. Those inhibs should be respawning soon. I think the bottom one went down first, so it'll be coming back up first here in a little bit.
Yep.
And
20 seconds on the top lane, 45 on the bot lane. You can see the Baron power play is negative now. Fluxo swinging things back in their favor, and you were mentioning it, right? If you get this Jinx rolling, Brands is going to take over a fight. This is exactly what happened, even though he didn't get any kills again.
Right, yeah, that's how he's been getting excited, right? So far as just the assists, and it's difficult way to play the game. It hasn't had any gold really to deal with. But does have a bunch of CS numbers as those waves have been pushing directly into him for several minutes now. So that's where he's getting the items and how he's able to stay in this game so far. Very dangerous threat. He's got the stasis in the inventory as well, so not really easy to dive onto him either. And hopefully, if Fluxo have a chance, it will be through Brunsey and his ability to clean out here the sustained damage.
It's all gonna come down to this next Elder Drake in 20 seconds, right? No Baron power play anymore, no inhibs down, no pressure onto Fluxo's base, as FNB is looking for the 1v1. Call of the Forge God actually invested. Tay burns his ultimate just to win this fight, but he is winning it at the moment. FNB still has a Guardian Angel to work with, and Envy finds the bot lane inhibitor in the meantime. Fluxo going for desperation as they tag the Elder Dragon. Good in a beautiful flank position, could nail down Brands with a beautiful ultimate, but is found with the cage and pushed out. Envy by now arriving. Beautiful charm into the backline. Trigo, Moonlight Vigil going absolutely massive, and they are cleaning house. This is the end of the line for Fluxo as Furia outplay the whole thing in a beautiful sweep. They are teleporting into the base, and this surely is gonna be the end of game 2 here, X-Men.
Such a tremendous effort here from Trigo, and really well played from him. Another game here back-to-back now where Trigo has just hard carried this team, and such an incredible play from, we haven't seen